Kentucky Kingdom has announced that they'll be adding a new RMC roller coaster in 2016. This will be replacing the SBNO Twisted Twins roller coaster. This used to be a racing wooden roller coaster that they have stripped of its track and have converted into one long RMC. This is the first ever fully steel RMC coaster. The rest have been all wood or all hybrids. Twisted Twins had the steel structure and the wooden track, so now that RMC is replacing the wooden track with steel track, this is now a full steel coaster. Now let's get to the stats for this. Its maximum height is 100 feet, it has a track length of 2,744 feet, which actually makes this one of the shorter ride durations of the current RMCs out there. Its maximum speed is 52 miles per hour, it has 13 airtime moments, 3 inversions, and 1 overbank turn. And this is actually the first inverting drop to go in the United States. This ride also features a 140-degree stall, what they are calling an off-axis airtime hill, a twisted airtime hill, a 135-degree overbank dive, a corked roll, which I'm not sure what that is, a double up, a double down, and a tip-out airtime hill, which again, I'm not sure what that means. I think Kentucky Kingdom is just inventing all sorts of names for these elements. This ride will have a maximum G-force of 3.75, and its minimum G-force is -1. This ride will clock in at 100 seconds or a minute 40. Each train will hold 24 riders, and they are saying that it will take approximately 80 seconds to load and unload each train. So if you're keeping track, if Kentucky Kingdom is running 2 trains, then that is 960 people per hour. Now let's talk about the name for this coaster. I love it. And here's why. Kentucky Kingdom currently has Lightning Run and Thunder Run, and now they have Storm Chaser. All of their coasters are themed to weather. I think it's awesome. I think it fits right in. Now I do question the color of the track. When I think of storms, I don't think of the color red. But hey, whatever. It's really not that big of a deal. Now some people were complaining about how this coaster looks. They say that they're underwhelmed with it. Now I think that here's why you might be underwhelmed. The coaster animation was created using no limits 2. Parks oftentimes don't do that. So the quality isn't the greatest, but the coaster layout actually seems pretty interesting. This coaster is more spread out than other RMCs currently out there. It's got a very interesting layout. Now like I said before, this does seem shorter in ride duration compared to other RMC coasters out there, but I think that this coaster will still be awesome. RMCs are known for being smooth, being awesome rides, and it wouldn't surprise me if this coaster ends up being the best in the park. But comparing to other RMC coasters out there, I might actually say that this coaster looks to be one of the weaker ones out there. But that being said, I wouldn't be slightly surprised if I am wrong, because RMC hasn't failed us yet, and I think that this will still be a great coaster. I just think that people need to quit judging it as much, considering no one has even ridden it yet. Now here's another reason why people might be disappointed. I think people were expecting it to be a racing coaster or a dueling coaster. Instead, it's one track. They've removed the racing element of Twisted Twins. And I will say that I think that that does kind of suck. I was kind of hoping that this would become the Twisted Colossus of the Midwest. But no matter, it is what it is, and I still think that this will be a great ride. So don't get so caught up on how it looks lame in the ride animation or whatever. I think that Kentucky Kingdom knows what they're doing, and above all, RMC knows what they're doing. They know how to create astonishing rides. And I think that this will become one of them. And if your home park is Kentucky Kingdom, then you should be pretty happy considering that they have added 4 coasters in a row. They opened up Thunder Run and Lightning Run, then they followed that with T3, and now we're having Storm Chaser. What's not to love? So I think that if you are considering a visit to Kentucky Kingdom, this absolutely is a reason to go. You already had a pretty good reason with Lightning Run, now you got Storm Chaser opening in 2016. This absolutely should be something to look forward to.